Hello and welcome back to our Timberborn Ironteeth Meander playthrough. This is episode 9. I'm almost out of fingers, but I got just one more after this to work with. Alright, so if you're new here, welcome back to the channel. And no, if you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. There we go, that makes a lot more sense. Let's see. It was said at the Badwater diversion there's going to be stuff blowing off the map. Let's see. This platform. Ah, I see. That won't be a problem in the long run. Let me think here. How was I going to do this? I could put that there and that will block it. For one. I don't know why I blew that up. Because my whole plan with this, to cap it, is to just use a platform. Oh, I can't do a platform there. That's the issue. Well, no. Okay, so the water can go through here. Okay. I don't necessarily need to cap this, but it should. I'm going to prevent any surges. And I'm going to rebuild a levee here once I'm done with all of this. So how I'm going to completely cap that is by using... Oh, need the 4. One of those. And then the impermeable floors. Now water can't go up above that. And we are going to try to do something similar over here. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do that. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them here. So this is how we're going to pressurize everything. So well, it won't be that. So we need to be above these sluices. I'm going to go one more just to be sure. We can actually do it from this side. Yeah, this is going to work just fine this way. So, let's get that going a little bit faster, first of all. We're going to do this a similar idea. Just like that. Then I triple for this one. And then a longer one over this way. It's going to have to be... Let's see. We're going to have a levee there, so it's going to have to be that far. And then impermeable floors. Like that. All right. Mild weather. Why does it not say? I guess we don't have a warning yet. That's why. Okay. So with that, the water will have nowhere to... Whoa. We didn't need to build platforms on that side of it. Oh, what's going on? Much better. When the water comes out of these sources, it'll have nowhere to go. So it'll be forced to come out of these sluices, even if the water level is higher than these sluices. Even if the water level is higher than this impermeable floor, actually. So we can build some paths up on the top of this too. Okay, bad time's approaching. We gotta get this project done quickly. You know what? Actually, we should be able to reach everything just fine Well, I don't need these levees. Let's see. If I do the stairway that way instead, prioritize those two. We don't even need that then. Oh wait, we will, because that's going to be the back end of our reservoir here. Yes, yes, yes. Thought I was done building over here, so I deleted some of these storages, but I'm not. Because here we're going to have we're going to cap this so that when we build this reservoir up really high, it will fill from here, no problem. And then whatever height this is at, the water here, if we build an underground pipe to connect this reservoir, it will match that height. There'll be connected systems, so the water will equalize. So if this is full all the way up to here, this will get full all the way up to there. The only unfortunate thing is we're pretty high up on the map, even right there. We can blow it down. And then I guess if we even cap this, trying to think. No, there's not a good way to force the water to come out of these. If it's because all of our irrigation's happening so high up on the map at the moment. So that kind of limits us some. All right, so they're just taking forever to build stuff. Or is that done? That is done. Sweet. Now we just need to build these. Whichever way is fastest. Okay. I forget what else I was working on. Oh, something else that was pointed out is somewhere over here, there is a corpse of a stranded beaver that I didn't even notice was stranded. Here's a memorial. All right. Oh, excuse the yawn. Let's definitely pump out some water. I don't have all that much stored up right now. It's kind of concerning, actually. Building needs power. Well, certainly. Why aren't these powered? Where are our haulers at? We don't have any haulers. Did we expand too quickly? Did we have a death wave? What happened? Did we add a bunch of new jobs? I don't know. Some died. We did add some of these jobs. We didn't even build a place for the extract, so we can definitely pause that for now. We have enough we have enough planks. No, we don't. We don't have anywhere near enough planks. What am I thinking? Okay, we're full on treated planks. Are they gonna finish this in time? No, because I'm dumb. I needed to build this levee. That's why I built these stairs, so I could build that levee. And then I got distracted. Boom. High priority. It's not quick enough. Okay. Oh, can they get that done first? Oh my god, they did. I don't think any bad water seeped out of there. We're golden. Success. I guess this isn't pressurized quite yet. Okay. I was worried there. I really was. We should have been blowing all this up in the meantime. Kind of failed at that a little. As soon as they finish these last few projects to pressurize that, then they'll be using these overhangs instead. We have a lot of unemployment issues, do we? And a lot of open beds. Do we have a bunch of beavers die and I'd not notice? Is there more stranded? I don't know. To help recover that, unlock some advanced breeding pods. They do need treated planks to be built and metal, but they birth. Maybe birth isn't the right word. They produce beavers, fully adult beavers, already ready to work, which is pretty dang awesome. They just need extract to run as well. It'd be good to get those replaced. Replace these other ones with them. Because then we won't even have any kits at all. Yeah, we don't have any haulers. Well, let's stop pumping out of there. That'll help. We probably don't even need that going right now. Do we have haulers yet? No, we don't. I am going to try to separate those two. We probably don't need the 3 smelters going. In fact, 1 is probably enough for now. Where else are they all working? I mean, I know the coffee brewery, but I guess each of these industrial lumber mills is 2 employees as well. Huh. Okay. Oh yeah, that needs to be set to auto. And that should fill up enough. Okay, we don't need all these workers if it's sacrificing all of our haulers. That's not helping. So now we have haulers. Let that get a little bit ahead. Where are our other breeding pods hidden? Whoop. After one of these just finishes, I'm going to delete it and replace it with an advanced breeding pod. I also want to make a place to store extract. Since we are starting to get extract, we can unlock double and triple dynamite. And you know what? Even tunnels. Okay, now a lot of beavers seem to grow up because now the vacancies aren't near as bad. Though I did shut off a lot of stuff too. Yeah, shutting off a district center. I mean, a building center. What's the word I'm looking for? Builder's hut. Thank you. It helped. So as soon as this kit pops out, I'm going to delete this one and replace it with an advanced one. Kit's gone. So's that. No good selected. Oh, yes. It's going to be extract. Thank you. Nothing to do in range. Indeed. You are right. Let's keep one of these bad water pumps on. This is already dry. That's kind of crazy. That's looking good. Looking good. Okay. This is all complete. We can get rid of those completely unnecessary and ugly paths up there. I mean, they had a purpose. They just don't anymore. There we go. I don't think we even need to get up here anymore. All right. So now we have an unemployed beaver all of a sudden. Just changes so quick. Death waves aren't good. You know what? That one was recently enough. I don't feel bad about deleting it and replacing it with an advanced pod. I don't want it turned that direction actually though. That'll be fine. That one too. Let's zoom down there a little so we can see what we're doing. Okay. We are making more treated planks, which is good because we need them. Some of this is just planks, and we don't have hardly any. I'm going to turn one of them to treated planks so we can get some stored up of those. Okay. That one can... No, we're not going to unpause that one quite yet. In fact, we're going to pause this one. Delete that one. Now we will not have any more kits. Just fully adult beavers eager to work. All right. Then we got most of our issues taken care of with labor there. These 2 additional breeding pods, once we start them up, will definitely help. Just trying to spread out when the births happen a little bit. Right, go back up here, check how this is doing. Okay. Our scaffolding is in place, which means we can start building this whole thing up higher. Actually, let's see. How far over were we planning on going? Probably right to the side of this. That's big. I like it. It should be big. So let's see. Yep, right there. So delete all of that. Delete those. Those. Hopefully they can reach some of that junk. This is really, really going to eat into our log production, but I'm okay with it. Not our log production, our log stores. Those we planted all those trees for those logs for a reason. That reason was to use them. Where do I want this? You know what? I might just cut this off here, actually. Yeah, I think that'll be a good place to end. Because we're still gonna be able to catch everything from that aqueduct that we're gonna finish. And now I'm just gonna build a bunch of levees, but I am gonna put them at slightly lower priority. I'll build them all first though. Oh, of course you guys did. Oh, and that's not even an escape area path. Okay. Wonderful. All right. Nobody else is trapped. I guess we didn't give them a way to build this. Oh, that might be why. Nah, it'll be fine. We'll just have to build one more piece of scaffolding. Right, like that. That'll allow them to almost build it. Now they will. Well, until they get that height. Okay. So we can get this up higher. This all up higher. Actually, we don't even need this one. You need that, though. We do need those. Okay. I'm sure watching me put down levees probably isn't the most exciting thing. But after I get these all put down, we're going to be able to just let it go. All right. Peel back some layers because I was getting annoyed with that. Technically, I don't think we even need that one, do we? Nope. Let's see. All right. That looks pretty good. Go up some layers. Not too many, though. And that's going to be as tall as we can go, actually. If we're going to utilize this aqueduct. Because we want it to be able to fall in there. Yeah. That's going to be it. Ah, I knew I should have built this a smaller bridge. I went too high over here, actually. That's going to be the height of that for now. That should be a good start. Um, to connect these, and we won't want to connect these until we can get that at the same height as this. This whole reservoir up there at the same height. I think we need to pump a little bit out of here because this is empty. Okay. Oh gosh. Wasn't watching these. Sure, you can unpause. All the other ones going. Yep. And they're decently spread out. All right. Ooh, excuse me. Looking pretty good. I'm glad we got that all sorted, and I'm really glad we didn't have any bad water leak out of there. Nope, did not need to do that. So now trying to think. Yeah, we can delete a lot of this stuff too. I think what we're going to want to do is figure out how far we want this reservoir to be and then start building some better scaffolding for it. Because it needs to be at this height. Okay. So it's not a whole lot higher. Well, yeah, it is. It's a decent chunk higher. Let's see. It's like 5 levels higher. I think it's still going to be cool once we get it working. I'm trying to think if there's any need at all for these floodgates anymore now that there really isn't, now that this is not our bad water diversion anymore. Floodgates can go. Why is it deleting sluices too? Like, no, stop. Just want the floodgates. It's because I started on that double floodgate, that's why. This should be enough sluices. I don't trust my math though sometimes. There has been some backing up and rocking here, and maybe it was because of those. I don't know. Yeah, so we just gotta build some levees there. Levees here. Get rid of that path. We're gonna build proper scaffolding for all of this. It's gonna be kind of not fun to figure out how we're gonna build the scaffolding. And I'm honestly tempted to maybe just do overhangs from all the way over here. Just because we know what height that needs to be then. Like, or even bridges. So we want it at that height. Does that actually line up? So if I do it there, we can. Okay, so we just got to match it here. That's actually great news. Let's see. I lied, by the way. I'm not going over there. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I think I'm going to blow some of this out first. Because there's no reason we can't make it bigger this direction. I think that'll be plenty big like that. So with that in mind, we can then put our... Well, we're going to need more levees here. And we can start building triple platforms until we meet the height of that. So we go into our building and we hit the X tool, things that are solid squares are on the same level. Things that are above are bracketed. And things that are below are dotted. So this is still dotted, so that's still below that level. What about that? Still below. Wait. It's dotted, so this is above. I'm done. So really, this just needs to be a double platform here, and then that's even. So now we know that this platform right here is even with that. So that's the height that we need to go for our... I'm going to pause that. I'm just going to use that as like a height reference for now. That's how high our levees are going to go here. And again, we don't need that corner. I don't know why I'm building out to the corner. So those are at the same height. So that is the height of this reservoir. What it's going to be. Okay. And then we're going to need... we need scaffolding going up this way. Going across there. I want it right in line here. And I'm going to have it the same height so I can do an overhang there. So we just need to make another set of stairs, quote unquote. Actually, stairs is... I don't know why I said quote unquote, because stairs is the exact word I want in this situation. They are 100% going to be stairs. Yes, that's kind of far away, but it's not as far away as you might think. Because I'm going to put a tube-way station over here. Right, like so. Like that. And then all I need to do is connect it like so. I'm curious why they haven't built any of this. It's probably because there's so many projects queued up over here. They're just working away at that. I am almost certain I'm going to run out of trees here soon. Do I not have loggers that can reach that? I don't. Because of these tubes. Okay. So what we need... I don't want to disconnect that. So I'm just going to... until we have a replacement built. Just going to add a little segue there. And then once this is built, I can delete this, and then they'll have a path over here. Let's put that on a high priority. Because we're using up a crap ton of logs. We can't afford not to be able to reach those logs. Those oaks. Drought is approaching. Okay. No problem. No problem. It would take some pretty big mistakes for us to actually run into issues now. Like life-threatening colony game ending issues. We're going to have issues the whole time because I don't plan far enough ahead and I make interesting mistakes. Um, that adds a little drama, a little flair to the videos. So we're gonna act like that's intended. Okay. So really, I don't know why I built sluices there, because really we're gonna want this thing full. Actually, we built sluices there, so in case. No, that didn't even make sense because it's all gonna transfer over here. We didn't need sluices here. We're gonna have this full, except for the top. We'll put dams that it can overflow. And really, we don't even necessarily need to do that because it should just overflow here. In theory. All right, we can unpause that though and start figuring out how we're going to build this set of stairs for this scaffolding. Excuse me. That wasn't too painful. And then we can do an overhang, overhang, and finish it off with a bridge that's too long. Oh, we do need. Okay. So that system's not going to work like that. We need this to be a double. That's all. Sorry, I paused it. Bad habit, I know. I apologize. I said it needs to be a double. That was a lie. It needs to be a single. Paused it again, too. I apologize. Yet again. That one didn't need to be a metal platform. That could be a bridge. There we go. And they'll be able to build all of that. After I build a path up here, they will. Now, did I mess up here, though? I did in numerous ways. We don't want this bridge to be in the way. And I do think I need to go back one more because I need to put the overhang here and the ladders aren't going to reach at the moment. Okay, so that whole thing needs to be, well, actually it could get done with just changing this to a double, can't it? A single. Or will that be in the way of that levee? I think that'll be in the way of that levee. So yeah, we just need to change all of this, back it up one. So make this a double. Make that a single. Actually, we can just add singles here. And yes, we could change these two singles to a double and save a little bit of resources. I should care about that more than I do right now. There. That should do it. We still have plenty of water. We're going to pause these for when the drought starts. We're going to keep these going. Plenty of water. Plenty of food. Population growing. We need more builder huts to get this done quicker. You know what? First, we're going to have another lumberjack up here that's going to harvest some trees for us. Because we're eating through our logs like nobody's business. Okay, this is done. So if we delete that, we can then put a path through here. Do these reach over there now? They reach a little further. But just to make sure that we can reach them all, we can do that. And if we actually even delete that one, then they all can reach through as well, because they can just go through here. That would have been the much easier way than this setup. Oh well. Get those logs again. We're doing on bad water. Bad water's okay, staying about stable. Getting a little bit of power out of this small flow even during the drought. They just really don't want to build this dynamite. But that's okay. We did need to build a small tank over here anyway for extract and set it to obtain. While we have all these other projects out, we need to set everything new to higher priority. But actually, I'm going to change that by making all these levies lower priority. That way, they still focus on other stuff besides this project. This is such a long... Okay, actually, this one's coming along quite nicely. It's still a pretty long-term goal of a project. They don't need to focus all of their efforts on that when I have other things for them to build as well. That's going to be a project they can just fall back on whenever they're not doing anything else. And I set this to bad water when I meant to send it to extract, which is actually a problem because I don't think we do have the room for extract. For bad water, I mean. I'm kind of rambling again tonight. It's just one of those days. Okay, they did build our nice little memorial for the hardworking beaver that died by being stranded. Being stranded was his own fault. He was stupid on that, but it was my fault for not noticing he was stranded and then mounting a rescue mission. Pretty sure he wasn't Justin Beaver Jr., so we're okay on that aspect. Yeah, and I wasn't very smart about it. If I was smart, I would have just done one row at a time, but it would have taken more micromanaging. This way, I should be able to reach all of it dynamiting from above. All right. Nothing to do in range. Okay, you finished your job. Good job. Another builder's hut. And... hey, what do you know? Another builder's hut. Because we're gonna be getting some beavers here pretty shortly. I am going to set the workplace priority on these two to low so they don't take away all of my haulers. And I'm also going to build another hauling post where I also have the workplace priority low. I'm going to set the construction priority high, though. Workplace priority low. There we go. Because with those 2 additional breeding pods, our population's going to go up. So I want to make sure we had some jobs for them. And extra builders and haulers, always useful. 100% of the time. Kind of curious why that one wasn't built. Oh well. I need that to be high priority. I guess I put all of these as higher priority. No, I didn't actually. Yeah, this is coming along nicely. This is coming together a lot faster than I expected. After that is all built, I will work on, I'll delete some of these bridges and some of the scaffolding here in order to make this aqueduct work. Right now it's dropping here and then flowing. I would like it to drop right into this reservoir. So yeah. Was it too early to start mega projects? I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit. We don't have a whole lot of population. And that's really the only thing holding you back on the mega projects is the population to have enough builders and haulers to make the mega projects go at a reasonable rate, and enough industry to supply those projects with all the supplies they need. We haven't actually run into much issue yet with supplies. We certainly could have had more builders to speed this all up. That it would have helped, no doubt. But all in all, I don't think it was a total mistake to start these mega projects yet. That's a height of 3. Well, that's nice and handy, because that means triple dynamite across the board here. They couldn't even reach this scaffolding until this tubeway was built. So they're going to be building from here. They're going to be using a lot of logs. So I think you guys know where I'm going with that. A log storage that goes over here. That beaver just stranded himself. I actually saw that happen. Dang it. Operation Rescue the Idiot might be a bit mean, but it's also kind of appropriate. The silly guy. Operation Rescue the silly guy that actually I think JC the Beard calls them silly buoys. I don't want to steal that exact term from him, although I kind of stole the wheel of shame and stuff, but I'm just gonna call these beavers that strand themselves idiots. That seems accurate to me as well. So we're going to keep these open for now to let it flow out here. Because we don't want to start filling this until it's, well, completed and ready. And I'm a little disappointed that some of the beavers are still taking this path to build here. But I think if they have another path to do it besides up here, they're going to take it. Because, yeah, that's actually a lot closer. Why is it so much closer? Why isn't this connected? They can't reach that tubeway? Oh, no, no, no. That's the problem. And now this two-way wasn't in use that whole time. Oh my gosh. Huh. Well, now we just fix things, make things better. Wow. I wonder if anybody noticed that that piece was missing. We got a few eagle-eyed viewers on the channel that probably noticed that. Probably laughing at me. I'm okay. I'm okay with it as long as I deserve to be laughed at, and there I definitely did. We got to keep an eye on our housing. We might need to build some more row houses, just because our population's going up so quickly right now. We'll also have to keep an eye on if any of our food is going down. And you know what? It looks like we're actually having trouble with cassavas a little bit. We could plant a little bit more cassavas. Something like that. See how that goes. And we have officially run out of logs. Okay. You know, I knew logs were going to be a problem, but even though I knew it, did I plant any more trees in advance? No, that would have made too much sense. Would have made way too much sense. We're going to plant some more trees here where these blueberries are, though. I put another forester, I don't know. Right about there, set it at a high priority. Oh, you can't reach that? Easy enough to fix. Actually, no, we won't put the forester there. We'll put it more over here. Because then it's closer to that tubeway. And then we could reach some of this stuff too. We could even... I don't really want to get mangrove. I thought about getting mangroves going over here. Maybe once... We don't need more mangroves. We'll put a pin in that idea. Because we do drain this pretty often too. But if we needed, we technically could get mangroves going on over here. All right. I'm going to plant just a handful of birches just to keep the beavers busy. We're going to need some lumberjack flags over here. I'm also going to plant just a handful of pines because they're a little more efficient, but they come in much quicker than oaks, but they're more efficient than the birches. I think all of that can be reached, but the main payoff here is going to be oaks. Can we even reach? We can reach over in that corner. I don't know, can we reach all the way there? Aha! Okay, so there's actually going to be a decent number of trees planted over there. Good, because we need more trees. We definitely do not have the tree situation figured out at the moment. Okay, so back to the previous conversation. It was indeed too early to start these mega projects. We are at a bottleneck for resources simply because we got too ambitious too early on. But we'll recover. It'll just take a little while for the resources to start coming in. And in the meantime, I probably will honestly plant some more trees even. I don't think we're going to need a whole lot of this area for food at the moment. Sooner or later, we're going to need to expand food production. It always amazes me in this game how little food production you really do need to keep your beavers fed. Um, you need so much more trees. Yeah, at least if you're building ridiculously large structures, then you need a lot more trees than you do food. 3 of those. Did I tell you to build that fast? Oh, they're already doing it anyway. This section, I'm just going to do straight up oaks. I'm not going to worry about. Okay, and they can reach all the way back there. The faster trees at all. Let's see, how far can you... Oh, you can reach this whole area pretty much. To do much more, though, we're going to need more lumberjack flags than that. And we can also pause these lumberjack flags because we don't need them right now. We're going to go with that one right there. See, can you still reach over here? You can. Let's get building some oaks. It's going to take 30 days till we get them, but I'm sure we'll be happy that we got them in 30 days. Can you still reach? You can reach all of that. I'm actually impressed. Cool. I want to leave this just for some potential more cassavas if we need it. But that'll be a lot more oaks coming online in a bit. Where do we put those other ones? Okay, so this is going to be a long time coming over here. So I'm going to pause these 2 lumberjacks because we do have some employment issues going on. I can't pause that forester though. Well, I could. I don't want to pause that forester. Okay, we have some of these oaks are coming in, so we're gonna have some wood coming in for us, so that'll be good. Oh, I did mark that. It was nice that all of this was marked for cutting already from just clearing that section out. You could also look around the map and say, hey, we got oaks right here that are waiting to be cut. It's not a lot of wood up there. It's a lot early game. It's not a lot for this mess that we got going on. I did notice I messed up here, but before it actually mattered, we're gonna want like dams up here. No, we don't. We want the dams here. Never mind. Never mind. I didn't mess up. Of course I didn't. Gosh, we're gonna have to figure out how we're getting down here and blow it. We can make this deeper to this level. I really like to start blowing that out. It might just be more scaffolding. It's just a matter of how are we going to do it. That sounds like a problem for next episode. We'll start deepening this reservoir. Won't be that bad once we get started. Actually, we are done with these. That'll get us some materials back. Oh boy. The other problem we're running into is this scaffolding. It's actually where I need to build some levees over here. Unless I just say, screw it in. This part that I blew up is not going to be part of the reservoir. Yeah. So that was a waste of materials. I just don't want to move the scaffolding. I I don't. We're gonna have to move a little bit of the scaffolding anyway. And we're gonna have to move these piles. I don't think I'm blowing up anything else here, so getting rid of the dynamite's just fine. We don't even need... We just have one random square there. Well, it makes our reservoir look a little weird. I'm gonna call that character. It adds character. Better not go too high here. It's at that level. Okay. Delete that. Hopefully they'll pick those up. Well, hopefully it doesn't drop. Okay, it dropped in a good spot. We are going to need more scaffolding for all of this junk. One way that can be done is delete that and use overhangs going this direction. Then we just need to put a platform here and the stair can go here instead. So we're just short a little bit there. We'll get this figured out. I think we're just short just one, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, so then we can do something similar here, right? We can do the long overhang here. And this can be a stair. And then to get back over there, if we want them to get back over here, we could do a stair down. These are actually closer than necessary, but oh well, I guess. And that'll reach as far as we need there. You know, we're doing really good on planks, but not so good on logs, so I'm going to pause those and just keep one of them going for now. Nothing to do in range. Okay. He got those logs for us. Excellent. So anyway, I think you guys see how I'm planning to get the scaffolding up here. Honestly, I'll probably do something similar to that to blow up below this reservoir. And yeah, we are almost ready for that. And then we can start building our tunnels here before long. The tunnels are going to be a bit annoying without ladders. But two ways are going to be an excellent alternative for that. Let's see. Trying to think. I don't think there's much more I wanted to accomplish this episode, which is good because we are over an hour. Somebody, Calpesh did have a recommendation of how to help with that flooding. I forgot to implement that. That'll have to be for next time. I think we got a lot done today. Like, nothing's like officially done and actually providing us any more benefit. All of this building isn't expanding our reservoir until we also build this and the tunnel. But it was a lot closer to our goal, for sure. I guess what we did accomplish that's actually helping us now is these advanced breeding pods. That's been very useful. That's going to keep being useful. And we got some more tree farms planted because we are going to need that as well. There's a lot more levees up here to be built. So we're going to need a lot more wood. Just a fact. If you guys watched this whole video, I appreciate it very much. Thank you so much Make sure to hit the like button if you liked it. And if you watch it to the end, I assume you did. So please hit that like button. Subscribe if you aren't already. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I drop a new video. And I will see you guys next time.